Okay, so we're gonna try to make Tiny11 from the creator NTDEV. So he uses the MSMG tool and NT-Lite to actually just remove a lot of components and software and apps and whatever from the image. Another thing that he does is he downloads the Windows files. Now you can use a normal ISO file from Microsoft and just do the same thing, or you can go to a place called UUP-dump. Now UUP-dump is they basically go download the installation files from the Microsoft server, so they don't host any files themselves. So you just choose the type of Windows that you want, say Home or Pro, and then they actually download that specific one, making it automatically smaller in size. So if you come to UUP-dump, you will see that I have a few Windows versions. So it make it nice. Makes UUP-dump nice is that you can get all the versions of Windows, like Windows 10, 1809, 21H2 and so on, and same with Windows 11. And you get a server edition as well. So this is just normal Microsoft Windows files that you download, and then you can play around with it. Anyway, let's see how it works. So say if I want 24H2 Windows 11, you choose there, and then you can just go and choose which version you want, what update. So I think the top one is just the newest version, so you can just click on that and then select your language and then click next. And here is where you choose the Windows version, so Windows Home, Pro and so on. So obviously if you choose just Windows Pro, it's not gonna download any of those, making the ISO file automatically smaller. Not that that really matters that much, because it's all about installation, but still it's a smaller file. So after you chose that, you can just choose next, and then select this one, download and convert to ISO. So obviously you want an ISO file, so it will package it nicely into an ISO file for you. You can include updates in this converter only. But I think NTDEV chose run component cleanup, so just choose that, and then that's pretty much that. So it will show you this file size here. So obviously if you go back and you choose all these, it will be bigger, 7, so it strips away all those other ones. So I'm not gonna download it because I did it already. So you can just create download package. Let's just see. Yeah, so I'm gonna create that package for you. So then we can actually close this, come to package. So it will download you this zip folder, zip packaged, and then all you have to do is open it. Oh, come on, let's go. So this is the files that you've downloaded, and then you'll see a file in here, UUP download Windows CMD. So this is the command script that you want to run to actually go fetch the Windows files from Microsoft. So just run that one, and it will start downloading all the files that you need. And oh, I forgot, just unpack this obviously. So just unpack it into a another folder. So I just unpack it into new, and then open new. Once unpacked, run that download Windows CMD script, and then it will actually download the ISO file for you. And in my case, there's the ISO file that it downloaded. So it gives it a long name .iso. You can just change the name. And this is the file you're going to use, obviously. to strip away all the apps and stuff. Right, so to download the MSMG tool, just go to msmgtoolkit.in and download the toolkit. And once that's downloaded, what it does when it downloads, it downloads to this MSMG tool, and it actually creates all these folders for you. So drivers, DVD, mount, there should be an ISO in here as well. So if it's a zip file, just unzip it into a new folder, and then before you run it, so the toolkit.cmd is the tool that you the file that you want to run. So this is the executable. You need to copy the files from your DVD, your virtual DVD drive that you've loaded. You need to copy it into your DVD folder here, so that this tool can pick the files up. Right, so once that's in there, we can just run the tool. Always forgets, you have to run it as the admin. Leavable. Run as admin. Let's go. Say accept A, and it will start doing all kinds of cleanup and whatever. So yeah, just before okay, let's continue. Okay, it's nice and quick now. So now you'll see this menu, and we have to choose one source. So the source is that DVD folder, that the files that you've copied. So just choose one, and then select source from DVD folder, one again, and enter the image, range 1. Should actually list the image files here. So it will say Windows Pro, Windows Home, or whatever. Or am I mistaken now? Well, just choose the one that they show. Right, so once it's up and running, we're gonna have to choose the sources. So just choose one, enter. So the sources is the DVD folder that you've copied with all the installation files in there. So just choose one and then choose one again. So select sources. It's gonna load all that files in. Okay, so here you can actually see the components to remove. So select Windows components. I have a long list of stuff that you can remove. So you can just choose the number. So in this case, browse internet component. Select the number to remove, and it will actually remember that number. You can go through the whole list, and in the end you will just say apply, and it will remove all those components. So after it's all done, you can just select one, clean up source image, and then to apply, and it will apply to the files, to that DVD folder. And that's pretty much that. Okay, so let's run NT quickly. So I'm not gonna go through any of this stuff. I'll have a list in my description, all the components, features and stuff that NTDEV removed. So once here, you're gonna have to add that DVD folder that we've copied straight into the MSMG tool, and the one that we've worked on in that tool. So just click on add, and then image directory. So not ISO, image directory. And then in the MSMG tool, in that DVD folder. Select that DVD folder, say select folder, and it will actually load all this Windows in here. So the install.wim and then all the versions of Windows. Now you can go ahead and remove all the ones that you don't want. So just right click and say delete, but yeah, it takes too long. And then select the one that you want to load. So double click on it, or just say load here in the menu, and it will load it, and it will create this list of stuff that you can remove and tweak. Right, so the first components, I have a long list here that I will list in the description. But if we just, for an example, go to components, you will see a lot of stuff here. So you can remove a ton of stuff till you break Windows, and then just roll back some of the stuff and make it even lighter, maybe. So yeah, if you go to apps, you just unselect, say it's Cortana. It's basic straightforward stuff. Unselect, unselect, and then go through all the stuff, features, settings, even unintended stuff. So this will be on default, so you just have to enable it. For automated installs, you don't have to click on anything while installing Windows. And then once you're done, just click on apply here. Right, save image, and then create ISO. Call this whatever you want, and say process, and it will create the ISO file for you to install. After that, you can just slap it on Rufus or in a virtual machine, and that's it, your own Tiny11.